Hello, everyone, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. My weekly catch up, one-to-one podcast style. I don't know what to call this. I still haven't worked it out yet. Albeit, I know roughly which way I'm going to take this channel. Okay, so I've got my little trusty book, the West Ham book. I'm writing ideas in for topics to talk about. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, as all of them are, because this is just like a phase one camera in front of me on a tripod until I'm able to get the GoPro, which I mentioned, which when the restrictions are finally uplifted and the pool league starts again, I'll be able to follow around me and go on a little adventure. So it's going to be great fun. Alright, so the things I'm going to cover in no particular order: the World Championship final, snooker, which is happening tomorrow. The race for fourth in the Premier League. Got a lot to talk about that one. The return of a pool tournament, which you'll probably see in the thumbnail as well, so that might give it all away. I was watching a lot of Tyson Fury earlier on YouTube as well, going through the archive. So we could talk a little bit of his mindset and then a little bit more about the future of this vlog as well. Alright, so which one should we go with first? Go with the snooker World Championship final. So at the Crucible, Sheffield, with the crowd back, phenomenal. Absolutely love to see it, especially how the semi-finals went. You had Kyron Wilson playing against Murphy. I got that wrong. Yeah, Kyron Wilson against Murphy, Sean Murphy, right? And Kyron was 6 frames ahead of him at one point, which really rarely been done at the Crucible in that specific tournament. In the semi-final, I think that the commentary said it's only happened once before, so that comeback by Sean Murphy was phenomenal. Now that man, his mindset dipped for quite some time, so for him to come back fighting and get himself into not just winning that match, which is massive, but to get him back into another final, which he did win this tournament in 2005, is a huge accomplishment, so fair play to him. Mark Selby against Bingham. Now, Bingham was a qualifier, surprisingly. So his journey into the semi-finals was massive. So congratulations to him on just getting there. And for him to be on the front foot against Selby at some point, and they would come and go in between each other, dicing to and fro. And it was just that Selby pipped it right at the end. Not surprising, because there are mixed opinions about him, Mark Selby, but I mean, everyone's got their own sort of views on every player, haven't they, and who they like and who they dislike, but you can't fault the lad. I mean, he done phenomenal. He played so well against Bingham in the end. While Bingham was looking like he's going to book his way into the final, Selby came back swinging and got himself in there. So yeah, huge final between Selby and Murphy. Not sure he's going to win that. I think on paper a lot of people would say it would be Selby, probably, but I wouldn't discount Murphy at all. The lad's got it in the locker. We've seen that throughout the tournament. He looks fresh, and it's going to be a roller coaster. I think it's going to have the same as what the semi-finals had, and that was the swing. It's going to go back and forth. I don't think one of them's going to get completely obliterated by like 10 frames or something, you know. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I say it's brilliant to see the crowd back, really. That's the main thing. So we move on to the race for fourth. So it looks like my team, Mr. Bobby Moore, get the pen there, ta-da! Mr. Bobby Moore, you can tell and you already know by now I am a huge West Ham fan. No, we're not going to get fourth, and I kind of knew that. At one point it looked like we might, but when we lost to Newcastle a couple of games ago, you know, that was it really. I think that's, you never know, something could happen. We've still got a few games left of the season, but they're just looking so good at the moment, Chelsea, and I'll be very surprised if they don't take that spot. Realistically though, Villa beating Everton today 2-1, huge. So any European qualification for us would be massive this season. Considering last season I thought we were going to get relegated, right? And at the beginning of this season, we sold Grady Diangana to West Brom, which caused a riot between all the West Ham faithful, because he was a young prospect getting into the team, and it looked like we were going in the opposite direction. But the recruitment that we've made Moyes has been fantastic, making us so difficult to break down and beat, albeit we've conceded loads of goals recently, like way too many. But throughout the course of the season, it's been astonishing, to say the least. So I'm not entirely surprised, because I have said for a few seasons that we've got some fantastic players in our team. We just need to add a couple more top quality lads, which is what we've done. With Souček, Kufau, Lingard coming in. Even the one that was kind of surprising, which was Craig Dawson from Watford, centre half, because we were after, at the beginning of this season, we wanted Burnley's centre half. What was it, Tarkowski? For 50 million, that's what they wanted. That's why we didn't sign him. Instead, we got Craig Dawson, and people were like, not sure about that. He didn't play for the first third of the season pretty much. As soon as he came in, when we needed him, though, he was a rock. And he played a vital part as well, and he's been very good. He's made a couple of mistakes off recent, getting sent off against Newcastle, and he hasn't been as structured as he was, but he's looking pretty darn good. So, good bit of business there. Overall, I think we stand a fantastic opportunity of getting into the UEFA League. So, that just blows my mind, really. I can't believe it. Especially with Everton losing, as I say. So that's a huge boost for us. Again, that's not a guarantee. We could still go out of that, but it's looking good. So fingers crossed until that moment. Okay. I should be more structured with this, really. Editing process. I can just edit in between each topics, but we're just going to run with it. Oh yeah, so the pool. So, huge announcement. The one that this is mainly about, which I'm so happy to hear. The HBT Open 2021. Yes! The tournament that your boy is an ex-champion of, which a lot of you will know, but not all of you will. Alright, that tournament was my first tournament to win on the circuit of where all the Opens are played in and around the Andover area. I've been in multiple semi-finals and I've been in a final before that, but that was my first opportunity, playing flawless throughout the day. I was just in the zone, I was focused, and I was able to ship it, and well happy about it, still till to this day. We then played it the time after, and I was absolutely useless. I went out in the first round, I think. But as tournaments pull, that happens. But we get to relive that again. First tournament back since this COVID pandemic. And that date, which is the June the 12th. 16 players. It's a small buy-in. It's a £5 buy-in. It's not really about the money. It's totally irrelevant. It's just to get back playing competitive pool in amongst good friends. The Andover Pool League season is kick-starting not too long after that, as well as I've got the exhibition series that I'm doing, which is Grapple the Glove, which I'll go into more with the podcast and also with the vlog that I get up and running. Also, I've got some other matches that I'm involved in as well, which I'll go into further down the line. But essentially, that's like the first thing that's coming back, and I can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. So long, imagine the weather's great as well, because we had a barbecue last time, so you can paint the picture, right? We have a live stream on, live and local pool streaming, by the way, on Facebook. If you find this video and you like pool, do give that a like. You'll get some content coming at you all the time from all the pool around this area, north of Hampshire. Sometimes I go down to like Gosport, Portsmouth, and if we're able to go back on tour with the Interleague, so that's playing for Andover, that's the town that I live in. We play all the other towns and cities around us for our region. I'll be able to take the vlog with me as well on that. If I'm able to get into the county team again, which I was in 2019, I want to say, for 6 months. If they allow me, I will then also do that as well. So that's all going to be on mainly live and local pool streaming. You might get bits and bobs of it on Trolley TV, and we'll see how it all runs. But yeah, that's kind of brush into the future of where I'm going with that, So that the pool thing and the future thing, that's where we're going. Mainly going to be the vlog. It's going to be a podcast all the time. I'm going to try and set up so I have an extra guest with me every week or 2 weeks, something like that. So 2 or 3 months, we'll work it out. And if it gets popular and bigger, we can grow it, make it look more professional, and just keep going on and on and on with it, you know. Last thing really to say, yeah, Tyson Fury. Well, what a hero he is, right? I already know a lot about him. We all do. Absolute roller coaster of life that man's been on. It's insane to hear about and see. I just kind of stumbled across it for something that he brushed in on, saying like everything in your life. This is quite deep, right? But it's very true, and it got me thinking about this. So everything in your life is kind of irrelevant. And I know that sounds like a negative mental thought process to have, but stay with me on this one, right? So what he was basically saying, if I don't misinterpret what he was basically making a point about, was your clothes don't matter, all the material things in your life don't really matter, your clothes don't matter, but what really does matter is your time. That's the most important thing, and it gave me an opportunity to reflect on that. So I felt quite lucky to kind of relate to that, because I already have a similar mindset to what he's got, which I found quite refreshing to hear from him on a higher platform talk about, because it's kind of how I feel as well. Basically, in a sense, like, money's not important to me now. It used to be, because I used to work in the insurance industry, and all my wired, targeted brain was telling me to do was to make money for the firm, for commission, for bonus, for salary, to have these material things to go on a journey. And that's fine. I have no problem with people wanting that. In fact, I would still love to have extra amazing things in my life. Who wouldn't? But what I've learned is not the most important thing, because I had it in reverse, right? For me now, the most important thing is having the people around me and spending my time doing what I want, which sounds selfless, but really it's not, because what I want to do in my time is actually just spend it with my mates, spend it with the closest people that I'm associated with. I want to do the things I like to do socially, so that's go down the pub with my old man, my brother, my friends, my family, anyone and everyone really, just to have that opportunity to have a nice chat with them, have a meal, have a drink, maybe watch the football, watch anything that's on the TV in the evening, and spend it with these other people, so snooker and things like that, you know. Travelling around, not just playing pool or playing snooker, but also watching live football, and just amazing, the passion, you know, the roar of the stadium just puts the hair sticking back on the back of your neck. I miss that so much, so I can't wait for that to come back. But also live music. I've seen a lot of live music, just to name a few bands. I'll be name dropping here a little bit, but the big ones, you know, I've seen like the Who, the Eagles, I've seen Coldplay, Simple Minds, Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, Madness. I'm sure I can name quite a few others, but kind of escaped my mind right now. But yeah, that's huge for me as well. So you never know, Troddy TV, I'll probably end up getting copyright striked for their music, but I'm not in this to make any money. I mean, I'd like to grow it and then spend more money into it, but it's not a priority for me. So if I have to get copyright strikes, fine. I'll put some live music on from their gigs, maybe. So yeah, that's kind of an insight to where I want to go, what I want to do, the sort of modern day stuff that's going on at the moment as well. There's a lot of other stuff I could brush into, but this vlog I could just keep going on and on and on and on and on. So we're going to close it out for here. So that's another week, another vlog. We've got a couple more subscribers, so thank you very much. If you do like what you're hearing from me, please give this video a like. The more likes I get, the better it works on the algorithm, so then other people are able to see this vlog as well. And hopefully if you come across it and you like what I'm talking about and you like what the future holds, subscribe, support the channel. I appreciate it. Anyway, have a good rest of the weekend, and I'm sure I will clock in again next weekend. Right, until then, stay safe, peace and love, Troddy out.